let's say I'm a developer at a company called Tabnam, and my task is to add sign in with Google to our application. I'm going to go ahead and start by signing in with GitHub and adding this repository for my app into this search session. Now, I'm very new to the authentication flow, so I'm going to start by asking something of an overarching question. I'm going to say, how does auth work in this code base? And Greptile maintains a auto-updating kind of semantic code graph of how this code base works and how everything is connected. So it's able to find the relevant code snippets and return them here. So I can take a look at these sources. These are all GitHub links, so I can see them more closely. And it tells me how everything works. So it starts by saying there's something of an authentication configuration in an options.ts file. Looks like there's a dynamic route with a route.ts where the logic is implemented for user registration and token management. It mentions some stuff about referral tracking, some handlers in here, and some stuff about token management. Looks like there's a token route.ts as well. Now, I see that it mentions that we use NextAuth for our authentication. Now, I want to have full understanding of NextAuth since I don't actually know exactly how NextAuth works. So I'm going to go ahead and add Next's repo, since it's open source, to the context here. And now Greptile is able to look at both the Next source code and my code to give me custom instructions on how to do things. So now my next question can be, how do I add sign in with Google to onboard me? And Greptile is able to go into both of these repos, find the relevant files, and walks me through how to install everything here. Starts by saying I should go ahead and install the NextAuth libraries, configure the Google provider. It makes some references to the Next code base. It gives me some code to put into my options.ts. Tells me to update my environment variables in the .env.local file. Shows me a component, tells me where to add that, and then gives me instructions on how to test my integration. And there it is. I have all the tools I need to get started, which would otherwise have taken some time to dig into my own documentation, maybe Next documentation, or even seeking help from an engineer on my team that's more familiar with authentication. And I've saved several hours by simply using Greptile. And you can use this today at greptile.com. Thank you for watching.